Hello and a warmest welcome to Best Analysis, PA Football. France came into this match with a new idea, but nobody knew whether this idea would actually work. France start this game in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Paraguay closed exactly the space France usually hurts teams through, or at least it looked that way. In this phase, Paraguay set up with a compact and high-density defensive structure, shutting down central spaces and making it extremely difficult for France to penetrate through the middle. The area around the penalty box is well protected, leaving very little room for high-quality chances. France respond by pushing heavily into the final third, but Paraguay's defensive organization, disciplined spacing between the lines, and a strong protection of depth deny any through ball opportunities. In the end, a well-timed defensive intervention cuts out the French attack. France kept trying, but the breakthrough just wasn't coming. If you're looking to understand the invisible war on the pitch, this video didn't just cross your path by accident. Follow BA Football. Paraguay maintained a disciplined and compact defensive line, giving France very little space to operate in dangerous zones. Still, France managed to find a small gap between defenders. A French attacker makes a curved run at the perfect timing, trying to break the offside line and receive the ball behind the defense. However, the pass lacks accuracy and the attacker cannot reach it. The move breaks down without creating a real chance. France kept knocking on the door, but Paraguay's defensive structure held firm. France maintained excellent width in attack, forcing Paraguay's compact block to stretch horizontally and opening space on the left side of the penalty area. Despite the defensive density, France managed to deliver a dangerous cross into the box from the left. However, due to excellent positioning and a strong box coverage, the Paraguayan goalkeeper comes out confidently and claims the ball. When the block is this deep, the only option becomes shooting from distance. France used quick passing combinations and coordinated movement to try to disrupt Paraguay's defensive shape and create a shooting lane. But the compact defensive block does not allow any penetration into the box. As a result, France attempt a long-range effort. The shot is struck from distance, but it lacks accuracy and flies over the crossbar. Paraguay were fully forced on a multi-layer defensive system. A shift in Paraguay's defensive shape creates a small gap between the left fullback and the center back. France quickly identified this space and prepared to exploit it. A French midfielder makes an intelligent off-the-ball run into the gap and receives the ball behind the defensive line. He looks to deliver a dangerous cross into the box, but a Paraguayan defender reads it perfectly and intercepts the pass early, stopping the attack before it develops. Paraguay are now relying on counterattacks and French mistakes. After absorbing sustained pressure, Paraguay cleared the ball directly from their defensive zone to relieve pressure and reorganize. However, France failed to deal with the clearance properly and the second ball drops into midfield. Paraguay react faster and win the loose ball. They immediately transition into attack, moving the ball forward into a shooting position. But France recover quickly, apply pressure, and force the shot under the imbalance. The more France pushed forward, the more they got stuck. Paraguay defend in a highly compact 5-4-1 structure, protecting the space in front of their goal with extreme discipline. The 5 defenders cover width effectively, while the midfield line stays close to reduce gaps between the lines. This forces France into low percentage solutions, and they try a long-range shot from outside the box. The goalkeeper reacts perfectly, with a strong positioning and clean handling, safely saving the attempt and neutralizing the danger. When tactics don't break the block, individual quality decides the game. Paraguay continue to block central access and deny through balls behind the defensive line. However, maintain possession and sustain pressure in the final third, circulating the ball to stretch the defensive block. Play shifts to the left side, where Désiré Doué finds himself in a one-on-one situation. Using quick dribbling and sharp direction changes, he beats his marker and enters the penalty area. The defender arrives late and commits a foul, and the referee points to the penalty spot. Kylian Mbappé steps up to take it. and finishes with confidence. He converts from the spot, giving France the lead. This goal also carries significance in the tournament's individual rankings. With this strike, Mbappe reaches 7 goals, moving ahead of Lionel Messi in the combined goals plus assist charts. However, the race for the Golden Boot and the most influential attacking player of the tournament is still open, with more matches remaining and both stars still capable of changing the standings. Thank you for watching. See you next time.